Hello world, Shelly here, and it's time for another episode of Concealer Fest, and today I'm going to check out from Kosas the Revealer Concealer, Super Creamy and Brightening Concealer. Retails for $28 for 0.2 ounces or 6 milliliters of product. Currently getting 4.3 out of 5 stars on Sephora's website with 476 reviews. It is a clean at Sephora product, 16 different shades. I've got tone 3, the third lightest shade, described as fair with cool undertones. It's a medium coverage concealer, eye cream, and spot treatment in one that reveals better looking skin upon application and over time. Radiant finish, normal combo, dry and oily skin. The highlight ingredients: arnica, a botanical extract that supports the skin's natural healing process, caffeine to help visibly brighten the under eyes, and peptides to support natural collagen. We are talking vegan, cruelty-free, and gluten-free. They say that the Revealer formula took over a year to develop from scratch. It features a unique, clean base that has a luminous, dewy finish that's never tacky. It's truly makeup for skincare freaks. That's me. Available in a variety of shades and packed with potent botanicals, this super creamy and brightening formula covers and visibly diminishes dark circles and blemishes while still looking like your natural skin. That's a lot of claims. Let's take a look at this Kosas Tone 3 swatched against a few others in my collection. Alrighty, let's swatch. First up is today's concealer, the Kosas Revealer Concealer in shade 3. Second, I've got from Charlotte Tilbury, the Magic Away Concealer in shade 2 Fair. Third is from Pat McGrath Labs. This is the Sublime Perfection Concealer in shade L4. Fourth, I've got the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Vanilla. And last, I've got from Too Faced the Born This Way Concealer in Very Fair. I've already got my foundation on. I am going to try this on one side with a dampened little mini sponge. The other side, I'll use my Sephora Pro number 71 concealer brush. Let's check out, we've got a paddle foot. Alright, let's do this, shall we? I was attempting to select my summer shade, although I have not had any summer yet. And it's in my eyebrows. Good job, Shelly. Thank you very much. It seems a little bit on the yellow side for a cool undertone, but application-wise, I think it is pretty good medium coverage. One pass with the sponge, wouldn't you say? I think so. Let's see what the brush side does. I feel like a little bit goes a long way. I have a lot of product that I can kind of blend out here. I will probably go back with a sponge and make sure there's no excess. I definitely like the finish better on the sponge side. The brush side has kind of picked up a little bit of my dry skin under my eyes, and that, you know, using a brush is going to move around any skin that's about to be exfoliated off, so it makes sense, but I do like this. Yeah, the sponge is even fixing it. See, I have this little flake that it's kind of clung to. Well, that might just have to stay there. Definitely like the sponge better, but I think you get a nice medium coverage with the sponge. I'm just going to try and fix this little spot. Oh, let's just try for some coverage. Why not? But I'm going to use the sponge. Since it is a little bit dark, I'm just going to try to darken some of the coverage that's missing on my nose. When it's like a skincare concealer like this, I don't mind taking it along my face. I was wearing my glasses earlier, and they tend to just leave a mark for the entire day. That covered quite nicely. Let's take a look at this one. This is really pretty on the skin. I feel like it is doing a pretty nice job at smoothing out the lines under my eyes. It's kind of plumping them up and making them look less noticeable. It's a little tiny bit clingy to areas of dry skin, but not terribly, and I really can't notice it at a conversational distance, only in the 10x mirror, so that is good. I think we're getting the medium coverage that they claim, and it was pretty easy to get there, so I'm okay with this. This is looking good so far. Let's take a look at the time. It is 5:04. Let me put the rest of my face on. I'll be right back. So far, so good with the Kosas concealer. I did have to set it just a tiny bit. It was moving around and kind of settling just a tiny bit into my fine lines. So I did set it with the Pat McGrath. This is the Sublime Skin Under Eye, what do they call it? Sublime, wow, words. Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Blurring Under Eye Powder. I have this in the shade Light. I love it. It does not cake up at all. It is gorgeous. Normally, I do not like to put powder under my eyes. This stuff is pretty. And that stopped the concealer from moving around. So everything's going well. We will wear this all day. I'll come back tonight and we will see how it all ends up. 12:43 a.m. Let's take a look at how the Kosas Revealer Concealer held up. We are just about, a few minutes shy of the 8-hour mark, and I think this has degraded very nicely. I don't feel like my under eyes are dry. I'm not having any issues with it settling into lines or anything like that. Let's take a look up close. So the only thing it's doing in terms of where it is fading, the coverage is fading, and it's a little bit sort of, you can kind of see where it has clung to the edges of dry skin just a little bit. And you really don't see that at a conversational distance. It is really primarily just visible when you're looking in a magnifying mirror. So I think it's a pretty graceful wear away. I do kind of wish that it wasn't happening yet. I mean, 8 hours isn't super long wear, and I usually expect more hours out of my daily routine. So in that regard, I wish it was a little bit more long wearing, but I think it's very comfortable. It is very nice on dry under eyes, which I have. It did not accentuate any of the problem areas of dry under eyes. And so in general, I am pretty much liking it. So if I had to give a grade to the Kosas Revealer Concealer, I think it's fine for dry skin. I think it is even fine if you have flaking skin on your under eyes. It's not really accentuating that. I think it's fine for mature skin. It's got nice coverage. I wish it did a little bit more smoothing in terms of that sort of spandex effect of like really canceling out those lines. And I wish it wore just a little bit longer. I'm going to go with like a 90% A-. I think it's a very nice concealer. I'm definitely going to be wearing this. That's a good one. I like it. Clean beauty, also very good. There you have it. Another concealer in the books. If you enjoy concealer reviews, if you like this one, if you'd like me to keep doing them, give me a thumbs up down below. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And as always, thanks a lot for taking some time out of your day to geek out over makeup with me. Let me know in the comments what you would like to see next. I appreciate your time, and I hope you guys all have an awesome day or night wherever you are in the world. Take care of each other. Bye-bye.